Okay, welcome back everyone to the Mystic Syndicate, and this evening we are joined by some new players, some old players, but tonight we are playing Dune, Adventures in the Imperium. This is our first time that we've actually ever ran this game on this program, and I want a big thank you goes out really quick to all of our players, because I don't think anyone here has actually played the game either. I think I've played it once. I've watched several videos of other creators who have ran this game, and I was very impressed with what they were doing. I do not expect ours to look anything like theirs. So I'm just going to go out on a limb there and say, if you've seen others, this probably is not going to be close, but this is the beautiful thing about it. We're starting fresh. We're brand new to the game. We're going to give it a shot. I've written, I believe, what I consider an exciting adventure. This is going to be a limited series, so this isn't going to be like The Princess of Selene, which has ran close to 3 years now. This, I think, is probably going to only be like maybe 2 or 3 sessions. And of course, but if the players really enjoy it and have a good time, we will expand on it. That's the beautiful thing about the Dune universe. There is so many things that you could do with this, and so many different ways to get your characters, the players involved. But before we get started, I want to, a big thanks goes out to Bard Sound Lab. Bard Sound Lab, they created our intro music. They're also working on our outro music. But tonight, that music that you heard when we first started the stream, that came from Bard Sound. So make sure, if you get a chance, go back into the description later on. I will have a link to Bard Sound Labs. If you are looking for music for your streams, for projects, I highly suggest Bard Sound Labs. So make sure to give them a check. Good prices. They are very good about communication. You can actually follow their progress with your musical score. So please make sure to give them a check, see what you think about them, and hopefully you'll get a chance to hear some more from them here on the Mystic Syndicate channel. So I am your game master, Brian, and as always, like what we like to do is have our players introduce themselves and tell us the name of your character. Anybody want to go first?
Do you remember that?
It's usually.
Thank you very much. Oh, am I going first?
You can,
Well, I'm not eating, so I wasn't sure.
At this point, Malinda, it's tradition now. All right, so.
Oh, is it? Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I get for being the only girl. We need more girls in the group. That's what we need.
I am totally fine with that.
I am playing Layla.
Chotek.
What is it?
Chotek.
Chotek? There you go. Chotek. And apparently I am the heir in this adventure. So it'll be entertaining. Okay, Pav, your turn.
Well, I don't know. How are we doing this? Are we going down by Discord, or are we going by...
Let's go by this.
Yeah, we can just go by Discord.
It goes you.
Yeah. So that means Nick's next.
Yeah.
Nick is.
I am Nick.
Yeah.
Nicholas. My character is Dravek Galithan. I am the War Master of House Chotek, and I am loyal to the Atreides line. And I don't have a knife, otherwise I would do the salute.
Don't cut your forehead there, Russ.
Too late. That means you're next, Pav.
Oh, I am next. Hello, I'm Pav. I'm playing Rhys Caldar, the House Spy Master.
I'm Russ. I'm playing Yadek Glau. He is the house advisor. Now, the quality of the advice, we're going to figure that one out. But this is going to be interesting.
Okay. And I am Jolly, and I am playing Taylor Soon, the chief physician for the court of Chotek of the House of Atreides. And I'm excited to see what we get into, and looking forward to using Imperial conditioning.
All right. Very good. So, real quick warning, I am coming off of fighting a cold. So if you happen to notice that my microphone goes mute for a couple of minutes, it means that I'm over here either wheezing or whatever, and I'm trying to, I'm trying to fight this thing. Actually, I've been fighting it since probably the day after New Year's. Of course, it's been a long, very unfun trip, but. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into the game. Did you guys have any questions or anything before we get rolling, or are we good?
I think this is one of those that we just wing it.
Yeah, I mean, I tried going through the book again, and then also watching the videos, and I think it is going to be one of those things. It's it'll be better to learn by play.
Yes,
hands on.
I don't think I know enough to know that I need to ask questions.
That's okay. That's the beautiful thing about this game, and I've heard other people say that as well. The best way to learn how to play this game is to actually just play the game. So we're going to be learning together, and hopefully this will encourage others to also try this game. Or it may actually, they may look at this as a lesson, a learning moment, a teachable moment. Yeah, they'll be like, said, whatever you do, don't watch Mystic Syndicate's Dune thing, because these guys, that was a rat thing.
Monkeys in a football.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, these guys were literally humping doorknobs the entire time. Yeah, 18 plus. Okay. All right, so here we go. In Castle Caladan, the grand meeting room is filled with the rulers of major and minor houses that fall under House Atreides. Duke Minotaurus Atreides stands behind a podium at the end of the room. The banners of his house hang from tapestry hooks attached to the wall on either side of him. Courtiers and advisors stand behind the seated leaders of each house. All the houses are represented, all except one. The elder ruler, Horatio Fortunio of House Fortunio, had passed less than a week before. Now Duke Minotaurus had to announce who would be taking the lands that Count Horatio once held. Many minor houses had petitioned the Duke for the honor. While this appointment would not elevate the house to the state of being a major house, it would show that the house in question would profit greatly and be in the favor of the Duke. The Duke raises his left hand high into the air, bringing the room to silence. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. As he scans the room carefully, to his left stands a man named Matty DeVos, a Mentat advisor, and to his right stands the Duke's concubine, Portia Dor, a Bene Gesserit sister. The Duke continues, as you well know, our good friend Horatio Fortunio has passed. After much thought, I have given to the decision on the moon-called palace. He casts his eyes around the room, settling them one by one on each house leader, till his gaze finally lands on Count Dorian Chotek. The Duke continues, Count Dorian Chotek, it is with great pleasure to hand the reins of control of Fortunio's holdings into your care. Many other nobles clap and cheer in agreement and support, but not all were so excited at that announcement. Claudius Dula slams his fist on the table and rises, his face red with rage. His portly son, Dirk, and his daughter, Wavea, dressed in her Bene Gesserit veil and garb, stand behind the Count. The room once again goes quiet at the Count's outburst. The old Count thrusts his bony finger in Count Dorian's face, accusing him of theft, for the Dulas obviously had their sights set on the lunar outpost for themselves. Count Peter Tipa stands and moves next to Count Dorian in a show of solidarity. The Duke clears his throat and continues. In return for the good fortunes of House Chotek, their land's planet side will be placed in the care of House Tipa. Dorian stands to face Peter. His hands extend to shake the Count's hand. Count Peter accepts the proffered hand eagerly. Count Claudius pushes his chair back and with his progeny storm out of the room as the door slams behind him. The room once again erupts in applause. So, to kind of give you guys a little bit of a time to figure out what the time is. Minotaurus Atreides is Duke Leto the First's dad. That's his father. Okay? For a lot of people, there, in the time of Leto, he is referred to as the Old Duke. So you're actually looking at some years before Leto was born. So we're actually in the past. This is before Paul and the Jihad and all of that. But this is, I'm not really too sure exactly how many hundreds, maybe even thousands of years after the Butlerian Jihad. For those people who do not know what the Butlerian Jihad was, that was the great war against the thinking machines, the Cymex. So I hope that kind of helped you guys out. So as this meeting clears up, the ruler of House Chotek, Count Dorian, turns to you, Layla, who you were there in attendance, and he says to you, and says, "So." It said, "Well, my daughter, it seems as though we are going to have to quickly pack. Our good friends, the Tipa, are sure want to take control of the castle, and I feel that we have been handed quite an economic opportunity with this moon. It also goes to show that the time that I have spent with the Duke over these last few months has paid off. But I think it should be a grave warning to us all that we must look out for House Dula. They do seem to have hurt feelings, is probably the best way to put it."
That's the most polite way I could think of you saying it.
Okay. So,
hey, Brian, sorry, what was the name of the house that fell? They were taking over.
Okay, so the house that fell was Fortunio. Count Horatio was the last living heir of House Fortunio, and he had passed. And him and his staff were really the sole owners of Palace, which is this rocky lunar outpost that they had held on for some time, but with the increased years and age of the of Count Horatio, they had not really explored much of this lunar base and had not really taken advantage of the possibilities that this moon presented.
And what's the story being told on how they fell? I'm assuming.
Okay, so what ended up happening was the Fortunio, House Fortunio, the Count's wife had actually died in childbirth, and the child also passed. So it was the Count, for the most part, had afterwards fell into a deep depression, and his leadership skills when it came to ruling over Palace fell to the wayside, and he did not produce another heir. And the Duke knew that this was going to end up happening, as well as others. And that's why for months they had, these other counts had been vying for the Duke's attention. And it seems as though Count Dorian Chotek, Layla's father, was the one who had really greased the wheels for this transition.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Great. All
And then
right.
what was the name of the rival house?
Okay, that's House.
Wow.
Okay, that's House Dula, and you can find them in the journal. If you go all the way down to the bottom, you will see houses under the Atreides banner and the NPC list. And hopefully that'll help you. Yeah. If I need to share it, I think I have it shared with you guys. I don't need to give you permission, I guess.
Where is that at?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Give you a couple of minutes to take a look at that. It has the pictures of some of the players that you are going to deal with. I will be expanding on the NPC sheet as we go. Hopefully.
Oh, goody. Goody. Assassin. Yeah, I like that.
I try to please.
What you said was House Dula, right?
Yes. And House Tepa is the house that is taking over the planet-side lands of House Chotek. Now, Tepa and Chotek have been very close. These are families that have actually intermarried in the past. So you look upon House Tepa as being almost considered a brother or sister house.
Actually, Brian, you hadn't shared it with me. I see two characters in here, myself and someone else.
Same. I don't know if I.
Yeah, you may need to you may need to choose the other pages.
Okay, it popped up now.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I got it. Appreciate it.
Yeah, for those people watching at home, I will actually expand this out, and you can see exactly what I've been doing.
It's kind of like Dudley.
It does look like Dudley.
So yeah, you can see that Claudius Dula, the Count of House Dula, his portly, sort of bloated face son, Dirk.
Well, at least we can.
What's that?
At least we can outrun him.
True, probably. His twin sister might not be as easy to outrun. But yeah, you guys can actually see that some of those people in our NPC sheet. Like I said, I'll be expanding the NPC sheet more in the future.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Looks good so far. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
that's very helpful.
So you all return back to the manor house sort of palace back on in Caladan. And as you arrive, you can already see that news has traveled before you. People are starting to pack up for the trip. Now, of course, Pallas is within the same solar system. The moon is not actually, Caladan does not have a moon itself, but there are other planets in the solar system that have moons. So you will be traveling to one of those other planets, but instead of going to that planet, you're actually going to the moon of Pallas. So yes. So is there anything that you want that you're thinking of, or that you want to try while you're here? Or is there any information you want to try to glean? Because you can also access records and things like that if you're looking for more information.
Explosives.
Okay. So for those people who may or may not know, explosives in Dune are completely a thing. There are definitely explosive. There are low-level explosive items, but there are also things called atomics. Now, the atomics are different. Usually major houses, great houses, actually have stores of atomics. They're very hard to get a hold of. A minor house such as Chotek or major houses would not have access to these. Only great houses, and of course the Emperor himself would have access.
Yet.
Yeah. There's always tomorrow, right?
Well, in reality, atomics are not that difficult to make if you have manufacturing capability.
Right. But the Butlerian edicts state that, those are supposed to be used close to none or very rarely. But
what the edict says and what you do.
I don't see anybody,
As long as you don't get caught, we're good.
I don't see anybody carrying around that orange Bible thing.
Yeah, nobody has their orange Catholic Bible out.
So, Brian, I would actually like to do two things. I want to understand or find out who the previous House Fortuno had done business with, and what other organizations are also located on this moon of Pallas or Pallas moon.
Okay. So as far as other organizations on the moon itself, it was just House Fortunio and their vassals. But now, since that moon is now being taken over by House Chotek, those people who are on the moon usually are given a choice. They can either join House Chotek, or they can once again return to Caladan. And that is, of course, up to how magnanimous the Count wishes to be. If Count Dorian says, yeah, let's offer these people a deal that if they stay on Pallas and help us, because you got to think, these people have been on Pallas for some time. So they have information. They have the knowledge about this moon. Where you guys really have no idea or have very limited information on this moon completely. Okay. Did that answer both? I think you had two questions, Pav.
I had two questions. The other one was who do they have dealings with?
Right. Yes. Thank you. I'm glad you mentioned that. Let me bring up my list. Now,
and also who they have dealings with and how well were those dealings?
Okay. So from what you know, but I'm going to need to have you make an understand roll for this. Ooh. Yeah. And the difficulty is going to be 1.
Oh, wow.
Hey, that should be right up your alley, though.
It should be, right? Okay, I'll tell you what. I'm actually going to roll this on D. Okay, so hold on for a minute.
So you roll 2 D20s, but you also have to choose a. Understand is going to be, I think.
So my understand is a 7.
Okay, good. And what are you going to choose
for a drive?
Yes, you need the drive.
I'm going to have to use truth because my statement is information is the only weapon that never dulls.
Perfect. Okay. Wow. Yeah. That's actually, that would fit so well. Okay. I'm really liking it. Okay. Go ahead. Okay.
So that's a total of 15. But
Mhm.
okay, so this will be fun. I have no idea what I rolled. Oh, there you go. Okay. Oh, sorry, I added a +3. Sorry. Yep, sorry. Okay. So yeah, I've already look at that. I rolled a 20. Jesus.
Wrong campaign. Wrong campaign.
Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. I have a chance, right? Because if I roll a 1.
Well, wait a minute. Okay, you rolled 2d20. So one was a 20 and the other one was a 3. So
gotcha.
Okay, so you got a critical success because you were able to beat your the numbers that you one was a
15.
7 and the other one right.
There's
Okay.
a 15 total.
Yeah, but you also had you had like the 3 fell under the number for your, I think is it the drive or understand? I mean, it fell under both of them. So
I want to say that, yeah. Okay, go ahead.
You're going to get 2 successes, but you're also going to get a complication because that natural 20 means that you get a complication.
Okay, so I have a question because I thought that was the lowest the roll was this more of a success.
Yes.
Wasn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
A 1 would be a critical success. But but also if you get under let's see, probably now we got to go back here and like read this because I'm also kind of like wondering.
Let me pull out the manual.
Yeah, let's break out the books, kids. Okay, so okay. Here's the skill test procedure. So let's see. Your target number is your skill plus drive. That's all fine and dandy. Roll the dice and count successes. Each die that scores the target number or below is a success. So yeah, that was the 3, and you got a success. A roll of 1, of course, is a critical and yields 2 successes. Each success beyond the required difficulty earns 1 momentum. Okay, so each success beyond the required difficulty earns momentum. Okay, so you did. So you would end up getting 2 momentum. So gonna have to make sure to keep track of our momentum here. Let me actually see if I can pull that. So right now you guys have 2 momentum, which is good. Okay. But now you have a complication. And the complication is that you were asking for the house or like who they had dealings with. And unfortunately, you were unable to locate that information. It seems as though some of the records that you're pulling from concerning House Fortunio have been scrubbed.
Is there any
It's
way
not like a
that
job for our tech.
That would be true. That would actually be something that. Okay. Any other information you would like?
So,
is there any chance I can talk to like any military personnel that may have had dealings on that moon or may have assisted with anything on that moon?
Okay, most likely being that House Chotek probably has never really had a reason. They did not have a working relationship with House Fortunio, so that would, but you could, let's see, you could.
We also have to remember we're a minor house too, so
yeah.
Well, people look at us and go, yeah, whatever.
well, I mean, even the minor houses have to keep some sort of spy network among themselves. Are you telling me that the network that my dad would have set up knows nothing about what we're going into?
That would be Pat.
I tried.
Yeah. He was trying.
See, I'm doing this advisor thing really good.
But what you can do is you could actually spend 2 momentum that you just had and create an asset. Like you would be able to find somebody who may have that information, and and they would be a temporary asset.
We could actually use the that to, because they had their own spy master.
Probably.
So we could use him. We could use him as an asset, and and offer him a sort of a position, not the head position, of course. That's mine.
And you did a great job.
Yeah, rolling with a 20 right off, right?
Okay, so that might be.
But I will leave that up to our matriarch.
Oh, that's me.
Yeah.
You may want to you may want to talk to your advisor and see what he says.
Being in charge is a good thing. Well, let's.
Though we could do this a little subtler, and maybe instead of the spy master, ask one of the people. I don't know. Like I would imagine a physician hears a lot when these, especially on how the child was stillborn along, and the mother had died from it, and of course the father eventually had suffered. He may have some information too, so I will leave it up to our advisor.
Okay.
I'm thinking. We definitely want the Mentat to look at the computer network, the computer records, to see what he can find out. From a human point of view, if the physician could also go talk to not necessarily physicians, but supporting staff.
Because the maids hear everything.
Well, not only that.
That's true.
When a physician is speaking to staff, they are more likely to give you information as opposed to be reluctant to give it unless there's a reason. Disperse.
So one of my thoughts. One of my thoughts at the moment is we're still at our home, right?
That big of an issue.
Hold on. What?
So I don't understand why you guys are focused on the death of the wife.
We're not. We're looking for information.
So what end? What are we looking for?
We're looking for information to help us support what we're doing.
Essentially, get people comfortable with us enough to provide us some information, especially with the house. What other organizations the house is it Fortuio's have dealt with before their fall?
Because we've got a power vacuum.
Yep.
Yeah, but do we know what kind of a ruler he was?
Don't really care.
Well, yes, because it would going into it. Because if he was a very rule with the stick kind of guy, you're going to have people not very interested in helping. Or ruled with a carrot kind of person, because that changes how the people in the house are going to deal with you.
Well, the thing is, there's no more house.
But there's still servants and things in there, is there?
Yes, yes, but think about it from their point of view. Who do we serve? Do we have a job? Are we going to have a job tomorrow?
No.
Are we going to have to get out of here? So there's a lot of uncertainty that we can use to use as an opportunity to gather information.
So I'm imagining at this moment I don't think we've actually gone to the Moon Palace at this time. I think we're still at our House Chotek's location, and we're essentially having a eagle's view or a bird's eye view from our place without being able to really interrogate former servants of the house that was on the Moon Palace. So
Correct.
A lot of our record gathering is going to be what we have available here. We've discovered that some records have been possibly tampered with or are incomplete somehow.
Yep.
And so I think as chief physician, I'll probably be trying to find any sort of information concerning atmosphere or how it might affect our physicality as we travel over there, as well as overseeing the health of those that are transporting and moving things around as we prepare for a trip or an adventure. But if the matriarch desires me to go in a different direction, that is at her leisure.
Okay. So as you all have spending some time, packing up your things, talking amongst yourselves, getting ready for this this travel that you are facing, Layla, you're called to your father's chambers.
Okay.
Okay. And as you knock on the door, and he says, "Enter."
Okay.
Guess you go in.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, all right. Got to let me know. I just keep knocking. He says, "You walk in, and you're standing there as he is sitting at his desk, and he says, Layla, it seems as though I may have further dealings I must take care of here on Caladan before I can actually make the move to Palace. I believe you and some of the staff would probably be it would probably be better for you all to go ahead. And so I am leaving the change of location to you and your staff. I believe it would probably also be wise of you to take Dr. Soon as well. I had talked with House Tepa concerning this. We, of course, have some other situations that have to be rectified before they can take control of our planet-side holdings. So I leave it to you to put a foothold on the palace. I trust that you're able to do this.
Yeah, sure is.
Can't wait, Dad. Damn it.
I will do my duty to the household.
I did not doubt that you would. So he stands up and he hands you a case, a message case, circular and metallic, and he says, once you get to the spaceport and you talk to the transporters there, this of course has my seal upon it. Show them they are expecting you, but if I was you, I would pack light. We do have a few people already on Palace who will be receiving you. Have you had any chance to do more or find any more information on the moon itself?
A lot of the information we have has been tampered with in appearance. So we will have to do our own groundwork beyond what we have.
I see.
Plans already been made.
You said tampered with. Interesting. I will see if any of if there are others who may have more information. But no, thank you very much for letting me know that. It said, "We'll go with my good graces, my daughter." And he once again sits down at his desk and starts to write out instructions. As you're sitting there kind of looking, you can see that they are pretty much just information for House Tepa for when they take the lands and manor house. So you don't see anything that would alarm you. You just kind of look at it and go, oh, okay. Normal stuff.
Well, I've been dismissed, so.
Yeah, you've been kind of dismissed.
I leave.
Move along.
Bye, Daddy.
Walk away.
That's not an ominous feeling of my dad saying he has to stay behind to do some loose ends in this political climate.
It's even better than that. It's like, I gotta stay, you go check that out. Thanks. Polish mine detector. Do you have any brothers or sisters?
To fill in that gap of information, not that you know of.
Your dad probably wishes he did.
Yeah, the one offspring he has, and he's like, dang, I gotta send her. I don't know if this is gonna work out well for us. Damn.
Don't die.
More explosives.
Pretty much. Okay. So.
All right, I'm gonna go gather up everybody who's going.
Okay. So after Layla explains to you exactly what you've been tasked with, you all pack lightly. The rest of your belongings will be brought along with the main part of the household. So you all are now tasked with going as sort of the first or second boots on the ground on the moon of Pallas.
The advance party.
Or scouting party. Yes, we are.
No, the forward scouting party's already there. We're the advance party.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Military person I may be, but not. I'm just a support staff.
Okay. So before you all start making your way to the transports, is there any other information that you want to try to get from the archives there at the castle, or are you all pretty much ready to make the move?
Other than just environmental stuff, because
That's what I was going to say.
well, we don't know what we're getting into. Do we need spacesuits? Yada yada yada.
I mean, this would be once again another understand roll if you're searching for this type of information. So whoever has probably the best understand as far as your skills, and has a good drive.
So I would like to take and utilize intense study to take and provide some information from my delving into whatever records I could find, and try to get a roll of understand for you here.
Okay, that's perfect. So and so what was your drive that you were going to pick?
Okay, so the drive is going to be truth.
Okay, good deal.
Essentially, my statement is I decide what is true.
Okay.
It was in the book.
So it can be kind of subjective. Okay, I like it.
But
That's funny.
That's
certainly
so.
Okay. So let's see. So with the intense study, once per scene, you may use your understand skill on a single test instead of any other skill, and you are counted as having focus for that test.
Okay. So I think what that does is that I think it would lower the difficulty. I think that lowers the difficulty by 1. But this was a difficulty 0 anyway, because you're actually pulling from records.
Okay, so I'm going to roll 2d20.
2d20.
You want me to use the Roll20 app?
It would be nice so that people at home can see what the rolls are. Okay, so we got a 16 and a 13. What was the number you had to beat?
Let's see now. So the numbers you need, understand is 6,
Mm-hmm.
and truth is an 8.
Okay, so a
That's
14. So you actually got one success. Okay, so that was the success you needed. Okay. The other one was not a success. So you don't get to bank any momentum on that. So you're still at 2 momentum, I believe. Okay. So what were you asking for again?
So we were trying to have further understanding concerning
Okay.
where we're going.
Okay, so the Moon Palace is very... it does not have a very thick atmosphere. You will need suits if you were going to be out on the surface. It does seem, though, the actual facility that you're going to is completely underground. So the underground facility has a much denser atmosphere as you get closer and closer towards or into the crust of the moon. So you don't have to worry too much about that. But if you go out on the surface, you will need suits. And they also recommend that any time that you are in any of the mined areas that you have a suit on for just for your protection. If you're in a mine or in a cavern, there is a chance that there will be enough breathable atmosphere, but it's very tricky and it can be quite dangerous.
So standard wear is wearing the suit.
Yeah, I would say anytime you step outside of the subterranean facility, suits would be probably the way to go.
I'd also like to get a binary liquid explosive. I'm serious.
Okay, so you're going to create an asset?
Yeah, let's create an asset. I don't know how to do this.
Okay, so you what you do to create an asset, you burn 2 momentum to create the asset. So
okay.
Bring you guys.
How do I get the momentum?
Okay, well, you have 2 momentum right. Well, you have 2 momentum right now. If you spend that momentum, you will have no more momentum, but you now have the asset.
Okay, is that cool with y'all?
Can I?
Quick question.
Sure.
With that asset, it goes away at the end of the scene, correct? If we make it in the scene?
No, there are ones that can last longer than the scene. So this is going to be one of those ones that's going to last longer than the scene. I'm still fighting with the whole concept of scenes. I'm running this more like Dungeons and Dragons.
It's working.
I would be curious on your intent, a good advisor, on why you wish to create such an item at this time.
Fireball.
All right, yarn.
As the physician, I might have reason to say caution due to the fact that what comes after the explosion, I might have to pick up pieces, but that's from the physician's side.
And a big old bomb like that might end up hurting us as well.
Subterranean environment. You with an explosive would not be a very smart idea.
I think it'd be very
Be
smart.
floating outside the moon.
No, we have suits.
And again, what's the intent? Just to have this on hand for what reason?
Because at this point, I have no weapons. Do you have any weapons?
Yes, I do.
Do you have any weapons? All right. So
Why do you not have?
I have a squad of men and a sword.
I have a knife.
Well, you didn't clean your assets for a while.
Oh yes, I
Knowledge
did.
is my weapon.
Oh yes, I did.
Knowledge is power. Like a little schoolhouse rock, right?
Okay,
Ooh, how
so y'all mind if I create an asset?
No, not that. No.
Is that a no, you don't mind, or no, don't do that?
No,
I
as
would.
in no, you may not.
Correct.
So I guess, Brian, here's a question: would you make an asset? How long does it normally take? Is
Okay,
it an
no,
in-game
it's
thing?
yeah, it would be like this would be something that he was able to grab from the armory in the keep or castle here at in the Chotek fiefdom. So it would be easy for him to get. Now, if it was like something really crazy that would not be found, it would be, of course, harder. And then I would say, you really wouldn't be able to find something like that. That really wouldn't work. But yeah.
And this is not like C4. This is basically two liquids. When you put them together, become explosive.
Okay. Yeah, it's not serious putty. Yeah, it's
No, even though
serious putty. Yeah. Okay. Anybody? Okay. So did we shoot this down? Or are we
Yes.
allowing, or are we allowing Yarn to go crazy?
I would say, as if we are going to have the ability to create it later, I would just hold off and let's have a look to see what we're going to be entering. If the, of course, this is a matriarch's decision, right?
Are there natives on this moon?
Natives on which land?
Palace.
Palace.
Okay, right. Okay, so right now there are leftover staff from House Fortunio there.
No. I mean, when you go from one environment to another, there may be people inhabiting it.
No.
Right. No. So this was, we completely went in and terraformed it and made it livable.
It's not livable.
Yeah, it's not really even livable. It's
livable.
So primarily what this moon was being used for was a mining expedition. It was to gain mineral resources for industry, which I believe your house actually has some interest in, if I remember right.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So this would be considered a big gift from the Duke to House Chotek. Okay. Cool. Alrighty. So we're gonna, if there's no other questions, we're gonna move to the next scene.
And scene.
End scene. Okay. So, after being that the travel that you're going to be making is actually within your same solar system, you do not actually have to ride in a Hayliner, which is controlled by the Spacing Guild. You are actually able to just use faster than light vehicles to get to Palace. So it's really only just a couple of hours of actual travel, and then you are finally on that moon. And I'm going to place you right there in the subterranean the subterranean livable space, the base itself. Once you undock and you start to make your way down into this subterranean living space, you are immediately greeted by a gentleman named Johannes. Johannes is someone that you actually know. Johannes is one of the forward scouts. He is a battle master, and he immediately walks up to you, Layla, and he says, "Your Majesty," and he renders a salute, and he says, "Welcome to Palace. I have left a report for you in your chambers. We will have, if you would like, we can schedule a meeting to go over what we have found, and I can tell you what numbers and those who are more than willing to stay and join House Chotek Okay.
Yes.
All right. And he says, we have had an interesting report, and it just came down to us probably about an hour ago that one of the mine shafts there was a sort of what we'd call a moonquake. And what it did, it opened up a unknown subterranean passage that led to a very interesting find. And I think it might be something we have sent some forward scouts to kind of to put some lighting in the area, but I feel that this might be something more to the expertise of your staff to go and take a look at. Okay.
How broad were the effects of this quake, if I might ask?
It seems as though there was some damage to other outlying passages and other mine shafts, but we were able to ascertain that it was we sustained no injuries to staff, and the subterranean facility itself was unharmed by the quake.
How often do these quakes occur?
He says, since we've been here on Palace, we have experienced just this one. But we have talked with others and say that probably at least once every cycle, which is what they consider a rotation around the Palace's home planet, is when. Okay. So we're thinking that there are tidal forces that are pulling on the crust of Palace from the planet itself.
Is the planet a dry planet?
What planet does the Palace orbit?
The planet is called Geron 2. There's a Geron 1. This is Geron 2. Geron 2 is a water world, which has very little land mass on its surface.
And the moon we're on is what kind of? Is it a desert moon?
It's more of a rocky sort of. The mineral content is sort of a mix. You have iron closer to the core. It does have silicates on the surface, much lighter material. So it does have a significant but not overpowering gravity. We do believe that the core itself is molten, but it is much smaller, so it does not have the mass that it needs to hold on to a significant atmosphere.
Okay.
Wow, I sounded like I actually know what the hell I'm talking about. Huh.
I mean,
I took in college. In college, I did take a planetary astronomy class, so I was like, I can make this work for me. Iron core with a silicate crust. Yeah.
Ooh, that's right. I know what asset we need to make. Plot armor.
Plot armor.
Yeah. Okay. So was there any more information you wanted from him?
What is the current
but
base's security looking like?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, how many men under arms do we have?
Okay, so as far as security goes, the initial security team that arrived is right now holding down the facility. You're looking at 25 troops, 25 soldiers. You have, of course, they are broken into different, what is it? Not sessions. What are they called? Come on, military folks. What is it? Squads.
Sections.
Okay. Well,
Squads.
not sections. No, I like different time periods that they are on duty. I think that's
Shifts.
Shifts. Thank you.
Shifts.
I've fallen and I can't get up. Okay. So yeah, they're on shifts. So you do have coverage. They are expecting, of course, more to arrive, but as it has been stated that there are several, maybe scores of House Fortunio who are willing to stay, especially those who are tied to the mining industry, because there is money to be made here. There are Solaris that could definitely help with these people, because a lot of times as they're working here, they are sending these Solaris, which is the currency of the galaxy, of the Imperium, back to Caladan. So, you know.
With one of my personal assets is a squad. Can I have like a squad of men? That's like about 8-ish people, right?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, if that's one of the things that you have as an asset, you can call upon them, in certain, like if you're in a scene or something like that, and you need that backup, you could call those guys in to make that happen. It's probably pretty helpful.
We probably need to take the OIC with us.
Okay.
How many of the what is the house that was here before? Fortunio guards are still here.
So right now, as far as House Fortunio guards, they have left behind 15. Now, they have not been vetted yet. It would probably also be extremely wise for them to be scanned and vetted by Dr. Soon. Gotta make sure that there's no,
Gonorrhea going around.
gonorrhea. I wasn't going there. It's like,
okay.
It's like sometimes.
It's herpes.
Madam Chotek, would you be willing for me to go ahead and work on the vetting process of the Fortunia soldiers so that I might assess as to their loyalty?
Yeah, I think we're going to need them to help figure out what's going on with the shaft and what's going on down there.
Dr. Soon, while you were doing your physical exams of these men, is it okay if I step in and see if they're willing to be duty bound to House Chotek? And I may be able to glean some information on the military operations that went on here.
I don't mind in regards to having your presence, but let me ask the questions first.
I got you.
Okay. So as you are walking away from this, and you can see that there are others who are getting ready to take the transport back to Caladan. And let's see, as you kind of looking over these people, you do notice that there is one among them that looks as though he is a Sook doctor. He has the Imperial mark.
The tattoo.
Very good. Well, I would like to go ahead and essentially just kind of arrange like an interview on one-on-one. I'm not so much wanting to address everybody at this time, but I might lead ask the War Master if he might take and kind of facilitate the arrangements for movement of individuals, and I'll be setting up. I'm assuming where the physicians' quarters are.
Okay.
Yeah, so I I'll kind of gather everyone that is looking to stay and serve under House Chotek, and I will direct them individually, one at a time, to Dr. Soon. And then I'll kind of make sure they stay orderly, and that everyone who is coming in, we like account them for, so there's no like person slipping in behind the scenes.
Yeah. Okay. So very good. So you guys are going to go ahead and take the time to vet those who are left behind, who have elected to stay behind, and that will probably take you at least probably a few hours to complete that. So.
Okay. Oh man. Sorry, I had to choose a beer.
Just why not both?
Well, because they taste very different.
Well, I confused him because I gave him choices.
Yes.
We're out of that one, by the way.
Normally, she just hands me one out of the refrigerator, which is over there next to her.
I'm being nice. I'm giving you choices.
And then she came out with 2 different versions. It was kind of like, no. So anyway, where I was going with this is, since Rhys and I are not involved in that thing, the vetting, I would suggest that you and I grab the OIC of the guards and go and look at where the shaft is, look at the perimeter, determine if it is possible to defend. Because if something's coming up from it, we want to be able to defend and possibly defend in depth from that.
Expecting an attack inside the planet?
I always expect attacks.
I picked the right paranoid person for that.
That's my job.
I don't need to be there for the vetting process. I'm going to go read the report.
Let's see. What does the report say on? What did Johann? Or I don't know what their title. What his title would be? Battlemaster Johannes. What did he write there? I don't know.
So
I guess the question is: do we call you Your Highness? Or you Matriarch? Do we give you Lady Chotek? Maybe.
probably.
Your Excellency, correct.
The most anointed on high. No.
Sounds a little pretentious.
almost perfumed posterior.
Oh my gosh.
I would imagine that we have been around enough each other that you can be familiar with me, Layla.
Okay, Layla. I still call you a lady. Lady Layla. Lady Layla. Oh boy, I can't say that fast. Lady Layla.
Lele. Yep.
What,
Layla.
Agreed. What does the report say?
I don't know. Brian, oh great game master, what does it say?
Okay, so as you're reading through this report, it looks as though when the moonquake occurred, it opened up a subterranean passage that had actually been excavated from outside of the normal area where they had been mining. This is something.
Russ was on track, so
Yeah.
What?
go ahead. Sorry.
So.
Explosives? Yeah.
So what has actually been found is it looks like there has been some sort of ancient excavation done here. They're not really too sure of the time period. They did not go too far into it, but they did notice that there were, it looked as though that there were like some sort of tents set up, some sort of equipment was left behind. Someone had actually spent some time here, but they could not find, or they were unable to determine the age of this excavation.
They didn't explore to see where it ended, did they?
what they were able to find was that at one point in time, probably sometime in the distant past, there had been a quake or some sort of disturbance on the surface that closed off the original subterranean pathway that led to the surface.
Are there maps of the tunnels?
Yes, they do have maps, and they provide you. They provide you with each of them. They provide you with the 6 different mines that are now currently operational. Right now, though, there is no work actually being done on any of the mine shafts because of the change in ownership. Because right now, a lot of people have said they had either made the choice to either stay or they have decided to go back to Caladan.
Right. Well, the maps that they brought me, they're recent maps, I'm assuming.
They are up-to-date maps. Yes.
How long have we been on this moon as humans or Doonies or whatever we're going to call it?
Okay, so yeah, Caladan has actually had control of Palace for probably what you would consider about 50 years.
Okay, so the tunnel predates that 50 years.
Yes, but they are not
Okay.
sure how long it predates that period.
And we don't know anything about any civilization that had been on this planet before we got to it, or this moon before we got to it.
Correct. And
That's
until
a big major hole.
yeah,
So, the Bene Jesuits don't even have history of this planet. Well,
not
that's
the
really.
right.
Is there any way I could possibly contact somebody to find out?
You could create an asset. That's what that would be. Being that I think you still have 2. I don't, because you didn't spend it on Yarn's bomb. Not Yarn's bomb. Russ's barn. They'll always Russ's barn bomb.
Maybe we could like summon in like a Bene Gesserit advisor that came along with us, or maybe potentially I'm blanking on the name of the house that was here for us. House Fortunio may have left like a record or something of their own explorations through these tunnels, and maybe they might have like a little bit of, hey, we found this artifact and it looks like this. Especially since the Caladan records were scrubbed, they might not have scrubbed them yet here.
Well,
That makes sense.
well, yes, but also my thinking is the Bene Jesuits have people in every household for a reason. And if the stuff is going to or have been deleted, this sounds like something that they would have done to protect something within them.
So what you know about House Fortunio, if you remember, the Horatio's wife, she was a Bene Gesserit and she died giving birth to their only child, who also passed not too long after the mother did. So they were left without a Bene Gesserit sister.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean anything.
Oh, really? So, okay. But no, I mean, you could. Oh, really?
Not if we play.
But like I said, you could create an asset which would allow you to have contact, maybe because I believe wasn't Layla a student of the Bene Gesserit? So maybe you have a teacher who you could fall back on. You could create that asset to use at this time.
You know what? Since I haven't given the report to the others, and my advisor is off being bombastic, I'm going to wait until he comes back, and then we will sit down and discuss our next tactic. Because I'm actually going to listen to the advice of Mr. Bombi over here.
I haven't
I
said I
may
want to
ignore you. I may ignore you.
I haven't said I want to employ the bomb. I just want to have it bomb.
Have, use, with you, what's the difference?
It's a deterrence.
Legit.
So I'll leave that idea on the burner for now. Until after we have our
Okay.
set brainstorming session.
So Pam and I come back after we've been there looking at the tunnel and making sure we can kill things.
Okay, so who is actually going to the cavern?
Me, Pav, the OIC, and 2 shooters.
Yeah, Russ will go because I think he'd be interested to know what's down there.
Yeah.
Intrigued.
Yeah.
Okay.
I could
I
send.
thought you were interrogating people.
No.
Nope.
That is.
I could send 2 of
I thought
my
you guys were
soldiers
going to
with
do
y'all.
that while they were interrogating,
Okay.
because that was going to take them time, which is why I went to go read the report.
Okay.
No, that was Dr. Soon and Dravek.
Yep.
I would love to take and say that I've done the interrogation on the Sook Doctor first, so that I might be able to send maybe the Sook Doctor with them as well as medical help.
Okay.
Or something of that nature.
So the Sook Doctor was actually leaving for Caladan on the transport. He was not staying.
Okay.
So, I mean, you could question him before he leaves, but you would not be able to, like, interrogate him or whatever. You would actually just kind of pull him aside before he leaves.
Okay. Well, I was trying to send you some medical help there on your trip there, advisor. So, do we want to run through the interrogation or the questioning now with the Sook Doctor, or wait till they head towards the tunnel?
Okay, well, we'll have to split the party, so this is going to be the fun part. So,
Oh, God.
Already. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll do the cavern, and then afterwards we'll get to the interrogation and going over of the... Okay, so the only people who are going are, was it Rhys, Yadek, and who else? The OIC guy and 2 soldiers?
They're shirts. They're expendable.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Draven said he'd send two other ones with us, so that's 4 shooters.
Or I think the 2 I sent are the 2 that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Okay.
No worries.
So good. So I'm going to go ahead and move over to our cavern map. And we shall see how this works out. I'm going to have to do a little moving around because I thought all of you were going to be going. But that's okay. I'm totally fine with this.
Now, Brian, remember what our purpose is. Our purpose is to assess the feasibility of defending from anything that's coming out of that cavern.
Okay.
It's not to go exploring the cavern.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, if that's the case, then I don't actually have to show you the map. If you're just going to do that, that's
I like
fine.
Now,
Yeah.
you see, the objective is to determine if we can defend. If we can't defend, then we need to fix that.
True.
I understand your concerns. I mean, it can't hurt to look, so.
Yeah, I don't
Like if it's a huge gaping hole in the wall, constant guards should be posted there. But if it's like a little crack, you could probably just put a big rock in front of it.
Indeed. But we don't know till we look at it.
If we had an explosive to close the... No, sorry.
If we had an explosive.
I just feel we need to use momentum for more than explosives.
Oh, yeah, I know.
It would be a more beneficial asset.
I'm just pulling Russ's chain.
Oh, I know. Oh. But I am a firm believer in the maxim of There is no problem on this earth that cannot be solved with a suitable application of explosives.
You did say suitable. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, but my definition.
And every
of suitable
situation is a different
probably-
situation.
Indeed. Sometimes you only need a firecracker. Sometimes you need a little bit more than that.
Just a little bit.
Okay. Well, they're doing that. I'm still gonna pour over the reports and the maps and look at all the mining information that I have there.
Okay.
Figure out which way to get started first and all the things.
Okay.
So that's what I'm doing.
Okay, so you're doing that. So Yadek and Rhys and the OIC and the two guys head back down or head down one of the mine shafts. You were riding in a sort of like a cart. It's not a mining cart. It's actually like just a transport that is used primarily for subterranean travel. And it only takes you about 45 minutes to actually locate this subterranean, this cavern that has now opened up due to this moonquake. It looks as though the entrance to it is very small, quite easy to defend from your location outside of it. It would take an extensive amount of probably of excavation to open it up to make it wider. Right now, it is literally a crack in the wall that you could sort of squeeze into and then go into the other side of it.
Okay. This is exactly what we needed to know. Do we have radio communications with the main guard post back? Okay.
Yes.
Good. All right. I've seen what I need to see. What about you, Pav?
Yeah, we don't need to go in any farther.
Mhm.
Do we have a means of, I hate to create an asset just yet, but maybe we should at least put a guard or two here. Leave, just.
We brought 2 guards with us.
They could stay here and keep an eye on it, and we'll send them a replacements soon. But I think we need to at least guard this just to make sure nothing does come through that. Or if something does, one of them at least let us know.
Okay. All right. If we do that, you realize that if anything happens, we're an hour away.
Oh, I'm sorry, I did not hear that.
It's about 45
Isn't it
minutes.
great that you brought 2 red shirts with you could post there?
Well, no, we don't want to post people to be red shirts. But,
Yeah, no.
okay, we will. Now, this 45 minutes. Is it 45 minutes down a single corridor, or is it a 45 minutes within a built-up area, or what is it?
Okay, so it's
Hold
45.
on, I'll be right back.
Okay. So it's 45 minutes that take you down several different not mine shafts, but actual subterranean passages that branch off to mine shafts. So there are, like I said, it takes about 45 minutes to get to these locations. Now, the pathway itself, these roadways, these subterranean roadways, are clear enough that it's not like you're going over rocky terrain or anything. Everything has been smoothed out. So it's not rough terrain at all.
So what I'm looking at is we've got this, and we've got a corridor going to it. How far back is the first point where everything goes like that?
Okay, so
You see where I'm going with this? I'm looking for a
Child.
a Schwerpunkt.
You're looking for an easy way of determining if something's coming, right?
coming, and the first place we have to defend. You see what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah. All right. So the first place you would probably want to defend after that, or between that crack in the wall and the main facility. There are 3 different mine shafts between you or between the facility and the new cavern that opened up. So of course you'd want to defend those mine shafts because they have miners in them working,
Yes.
at all times. So the first mine shaft you come to is about 10 minutes away from the opening of the new cavern between you and that cavern opening.
So we're still looking at a half-hour response.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think even at the cave entrance, even if we provide something that's a little closer to us, will provide us plenty of time.
You should put like sensors.
Yeah,
there.
but that's not my concern. My concern is also the miners.
I mean, well, isn't it that the mine is empty right now because of the transfer over? So really, the only thing that we're protecting is the entrance to our facility from the mine. So all we have to do is make sure the mine's locked down until we've determined it's safe.
I can deal with that. Okay. In other words, there are no mining operations going on at this moment.
No, mining operations have been ceased till complete control has been established. And once House Chotek takes complete control, which means that they've vetted all of those who are left behind and have moved all their assets from Caladan to Palace, then that is when, and most likely what will end up happening is there will be a tour given to Count Dorian when he arrives, him and his advisors and you all as well. And they will actually take you into those mines to see exactly what the extent, and also to show you, or also to show the Count, the manufacturing units that are a part of the facility, where they actually crush and smelt the ore, and of course, either turn it into raw material or to use it in the making of items.
Manufacturing.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, because you actually have 2 components. You have an industrial component and a manufacturing component here.
Okay.
Yep.
So we're going to post those 2 guards on the transition from the living area to the mine.
Okay. Easy enough.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Now, what's the time for reinforcements at that point?
So, okay, so you mean a part of the schedule, or you mean more people coming from Caladan?
We're posting 2 guards.
Yes.
If something happens to the guards
Yes.
have whatever.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure the OIC will be there with the guard mount quickly.
Yes.
How long is that?
Probably
5 minutes?
probably less than 5 minutes. I mean, because you're
Okay.
literally right outside the facility main doors into the subterranean passages.
Okay. Very good. All righty.
And there are also facility alarms that can be activated at certain points. Like at those main door points, there is an alarm that can be hit by a guard.
Okay.
Okay.
Very good. I want to make sure that transition is guarded.
Cool.
Okay. So let's go back and talk to everybody else now.
Okay. So while they are coming back on their 45-minute little trek to check out the crack in the wall, Dr. Soon and Dravek have sequestered those who have decided to stay behind. After a brief, was there any specific questions you all wanted to ask? I know that Dr. Soon, you have devices that you can use to scan them, to scan people who may have been genetically tampered with or altered, so that if these people are spies or some sort of living either a genetic or biological weapon, you'd be able to determine that. So what I would like for you to do is I'm going to have you actually roll for this, I think. And I think we're going to use...
You like communicate?
I think communicate would probably be good. Yeah, communicate would work. Do you have a drive you'd like to use?
So the drive that I would use, again, it's really based around truth. I mean, in communicate, I do have a focus on interrogation.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Let me get this pulled up here.
I think that's what it is. Like, if you have a focus that you're using, if you get below a certain dice roll, you get extra momentum, I think. Okay, so you rolled a 19 and a 2. Okay, what was the number you were trying to beat?
Okay, so with communicate, that was a 6, and with truth, that's an 8, so a 14.
Okay, so you got one success. You just needed one success. So that's good. Okay, so you were able to get one success. So you were able to question these people, scan them. Was there anything specific you wanted to do with it, or was that just it?
I think with each individual person, just being alone in the room, having things quiet, being able to ascertain. I've got that that implanted bionic sound amplifier, essentially my earpiece, that is there testing their heart rates, observing respirations, also being attentive to eye movements as we're talking and chatting, looking for any sort of kind of like a human lie detector, essentially.
Okay,
Is
Nice.
kind of some of what's in the back of my mind while I'm talking through.
okay. That's good. So yeah, after you had went through, like I said, there were about 15 people who decided to stay behind. Most of these were minors, except for one or two house staff. And there is one, and her name is Halna. And Halna was a part of the house staff. You're not really too sure. From what you were able to kind of glean from her, is her job was she was a cook. But you've kind of had this weird feeling. You noticed that when you were asking questions and you were doing your scans, you were realizing that her heart rate was elevated. And she produced, you saw that she was sweating. Sweat broke out across her brow. So that kind of set off that was a red flag to you.
Certainly. So my goal and ambition at this time is not to take and route anybody out or try to confront in regards to heavy interrogation. Mine is more of a matter of perceiving, jotting down notes. Most likely, I'll be referring this to the spy master, but essentially asking just some basic questions, kind of what they did, what they were doing around and about with the house staff. You mentioned she was a cook. Maybe asking some general routine questions concerning how is that procured and how is that processed here on the moon, and any sort of um, just really general questions. I would maybe trying to provide a small probing into what it might be. I might ask how is she feeling. If there's sort of fever or anything of that nature of a medical side. I realize things can be physical or mental in this realm, and so it's something is definitely not correct at the moment.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, with that success, on top of that, you were also noticing that she was purposefully trying to make direct eye contact, like she was forcing herself to do so, which also made you feel a little bit like she is probably trying to hide some information.
Is she? So I mean, she's from the previous house prior.
Mhm.
Did
Before Fortunio?
yeah, she was with Fortunio.
Fortunio? Okay.
And maybe the question would be, how did she come to be here on this moon palace?
Okay. So as she says that she was, of course, working for Fortunio for while they were here, and they've been here for like I said, about 50 years. But she was originally, of course, from Caladan. But she tells you that she was actually from House Menial. On Caladan. Another minor house is where she was actually from. But if you would make a... see. Trying to think what a good skill would be for this. Let's go with another communicate as a social test. And then because you're... yeah. I want to see if you're able to pick up on anything.
Okay. So with communicate, let's see now. I'm probably going to utilize justice. My statement of I must shield those in my care. So I'm getting a little nervous surrounding this person. Kind of not so nervous, but just something's off.
Okay. So the difficulty on this is going to be 2. So you need 2 successes. Okay. Now, if you want to buy another die, you can use one of your momentum to buy another die.
Yeah, let's buy another die.
Okay. All right.
So did you get my roll already?
Let's see. What have I got? I got a 10 and a 17. Okay. And what was the number? What was the number we were trying to beat? Oh, so and we were trying to roll one more die because you bought a die.
Right.
Oh shit. That's a natural 20.
All right, when we do the next 5th edition campaign, I want you in it.
On my side. On my side.
Okay, so
what goes wrong? Remember, I'm outside the door.
So Jolly, what was the number we were trying to meet or beat, or stay under?
So we were trying to beat. Let's see, communicate 6. It would be 12.
Okay.
So
all right.
One success.
So you got one success and fail. One critical fail. Okay. So you did get one success, and with that one success, you were able to determine she's lying. But you're not able to get much more from that. But as she is telling you this, you immediately see that she starts to grab for her throat, and you can see that it's starting to swell, like it is there is something blocking her air passages.
Save her life.
Yep, that's where we're gonna have to head with this. And okay, so I would love to ascertain. I do have a. Can I pick the skill of understand? Because I do have a focus of poison.
Okay, good.
That's the route we're heading with.
Okay,
And I mean, this is going to fall under duty for me. I mean, duty is a sharp blade.
okay. And so once again, this is going to be 2 successes that you need.
Okay. Oh, sorry, guys. I'm going to spend that other momentum. So, okay.
Whee! 43? Holy shit!
Okay, so what was the number you were trying to get under?
Okay, so duty is a 7. Understand is a 6, so that's a 12.
Okay, so you got 1 success and 1 complication.
7 plus 6 is 13.
Okay. So you were able to determine that, yes, there was poison involved. It looks as though she had bit down on something, possibly a cyanide tablet or something of that nature. You were able to determine that, but unfortunately, with that natural 20, you were unable to save her.
Let's see.
Well, our tribute has lost.
Well, here's a quick question. Can I utilize an adrenaline shot to prevent the complication of death on her?
Oh, you can give that you could give that a try.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, adrenaline shot is use an action to remove the effects of any physical complication for any PC in zone. Does not fully remove. It just and returns at the end of the scene. Used once per character per scene.
Okay, so is it for PCs only or NPCs as well?
It says PC, so I
Okay.
don't know if that was...
Yeah, you would not be able to use that on a non-player character.
Okay.
Good try,
I
though.
know.
Good try.
It was a good attempt. Thank you very much for giving your all on that one. Very nice. Unfortunately, your patient has died.
Not a great doctor, are you?
I was just thinking the same thing.
Rethinking your importance to the household.
Damn. You can't catch a break.
Maybe the next one.
Yes, maybe so. Okay. So yeah, that was the only person that gave you kind of red flags. But now that person is no longer so
Expired.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Old Russian proverb. When you have problem with man,
Okay.
remember, no man, no problem.
So I'm going to take and I will give my report to Madame Chotek and to the advisor,
okay.
as well as the spy master and war master, just all together, so that we're aware. The men that have been vetted, they are they come across as solid. Though I would always recommend probationary sort of observances, but and also maybe giving them some extra rations with this transition would always go a long way towards goodwill.
Okay.
You
That's
couldn't
true.
determine the cause of what had killed.
Yeah, he was able to do so.
Okay.
Yeah,
And I must have missed that. What was it? I know it was poison, but was there a particular type or?
It would be the was it Chama? Is that the type? Chaka.
It was a what did I call it? Can't remember. what it
Cyanide
was.
pill?
Yeah, cyanide tablet sort of thing. Yeah.
Oh,
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're right. You
So,
cut off
yeah.
one head and two more grow in its place.
Pretty much. All right.
Yeah, whatever.
Did the War Master have anything additional in desiring to talk to the men that have finished the interviews?
I was mainly there outside the door, so if you had like any problems, if some guy showed up and he started fighting you. But as each person left, I will use my duty skill as the War Master to is it a count or a duke of Chotek?
It's a count.
The count
Yeah.
of Chotek.
Yeah.
Make sure that they are duty bound to Chotek, and that no lords or masters that previously abided over them hold powers over them, and that they are now under the care of the House of Chotek. And I want to make sure that they are welcomed, and I'll kind of introduce them to our people that we brought in themselves, and be like, "This is Billy Bob, and he's been here for 15 years. He's been a miner." That way, they kind of get a sense of familiarity.
Okay. That's very good. Okay. Yeah, that works. All right. So, yeah, the report is turned over to Layla, who goes over it, including also the information concerning the deceased cook named Halna, who is no longer an issue.
I can eat my strawberries with comfort tonight.
I
You're
still think we need a
fat
poison sniffer.
Bad dates.
Bad.
I will I will provide recommendation for the spy master to observe anything that might have been in her personal belongings.
actually, Russ is going to pay a visit to the kitchens.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you pay a visit. You head over to that, open up a new scene, and as you walk in, you realize that the staff here is very it's a very Spartan setup, because right now most of the house. Or most people who were in the house staff had decided to go back to Caladan. There are really not a lot of like house staff, like cooks, maids, and things like that have made the transition yet. So you're really kind of standing in the middle of a kitchen that is, while it is spotless and clean, there doesn't seem to be anybody else here. So right now you guys are living off of rations that have been shipped in. So you're pretty much eating MREs, and hopefully they're the good stuff and not the stuff from the 1980s.
Russ is still going to just kind of, look around the kitchen, see if he can find anything that might.
Okay, we'll do a skill check. So I think that will probably be. Let's see. Probably more of an understand.
Yeah,
You're kind of searching for things, I suppose.
yeah, deductive reasoning and Canley.
Yeah.
So, all right. See, I'm looking around the
Is
kitchen.
there a way that I could provide assist?
So, I'm sorry.
Is there a way that I could provide an assist? Because I would have gone with him to the kitchen for inspection.
Okay. Yeah. You guys can do that. Yeah. So what that would do is that just the difficulty here is 2. I'm going to say that 2 is the difficulty. So what Pav you would roll 2d20.
Okay.
Of course, assign whatever drive you're going to, and then of course, Jolly, you can roll 1 d20 to see if you can help him as an assist. Okay.
Okay. So, all right. Give me a second.
Right.
Don't worry, I haven't rolled yet. So,
Okay.
So, all right. So DT20.
If I remember right, I think the assist is one of those ways of trying to get momentum rolling.
All the 20s. Okay, so you got a natural 1, which is 2 successes automatically, but you have a complication. So as you are searching, you reach up under one of these cabinets, and you feel something stabs your finger. And as you kind of pull this thing out, you realize that it is a syringe. And as that you have poisoned yourself, unfortunately, and start to feel a little woozy.
Good doctor. I think I have
found and pop him with an adrenaline shot right quick.
Okay. So, yeah. Okay, so so you're going to go ahead and deliver. You're going to go ahead and deliver the shot.
Yeah, I'm giving him an adrenaline shot to remove the effects of any physical complication.
Okay, good deal.
Just removes it, turns at the end of the scene, so we got a little time to work through it.
Okay, good deal. Alrighty, so yeah, as Rhys kind of pulls back, and as he does so, literally this poison needle is sticking out of like his middle finger, and he just kind of holds it up, and you can see that his eyes roll back in his head as he starts to slump towards the floor as you reach over, grabbing your medical kit as fast as you can and drive this thing, sort of like a Pulp Fiction sort of situation. Be like, stab in the heart.
You know, I have never seen that movie. I couldn't get
it looks like Russ, you got something to do this weekend.
Yeah.
No, I don't really like to watch movies that have that much cussing in it.
That's right.
So the little bit that I watched, there was so much cussing in it. I was like, I need gummy bears and root beer and a Disney movie. I'm good.
Which movie?
Pulp Fiction.
Oh, not that one.
Oh,
Different
boy.
personality here.
Thank you, good doctor. Should I put a tourniquet or something on at least? To keep the poison from going any further?
Well, most likely.
No, and so,
I'm a spy master. I don't know anything about. I know how drugs work.
You know how to use poisons and stuff like that. You've seen some of that stuff, but
yeah.
So,
so
I have to admit that's the second 20 I've rolled tonight. When next week it'll be all ones. You watch.
So I'm needing to find a ability to counteract the poison. I'm assuming in my med day that I would have something of that nature.
Yes.
Is there a kind of an understand roll you want me to make or something?
Yeah, it would be an understand roll, and you can pick your drive. It's going to be a difficulty of 1.
Sure. I think the duty is going to be 7. That'll be my drive duty. Duty is a sharp blade.
Okay.
Understand, I do have the focus of poison.
Okay, good. All right, that's good. So let's roll that dice. Oh, Lord.
So they're all going to die in the second scene.
So I'm going to say that those are failures. A 19 and an 18 are definitely
Brian,
not
you said
going
nothing
to
about backup characters.
But this does fit.
Yeah, why not?
Best
We're going to
rolls.
have one character die. Who's the player?
Best,
You risk 1.
best roll.
Yep.
Best rolls ever.
I want to try to understand when you add your skill and your drive together, that is a number you need to roll under?
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a 13 was that number. Now, with the focus, does that reduce the item down to 0?
Well, it was a difficulty 2.
I thought it was 1.
Oh, it was
Sorry.
a 1? Okay. So I believe it would. I think that's how that works, right? It makes sense. I think if I remember reading this correctly, it should reduce it by 1. So then you would actually need 0 successes. So Pab, you are actually so Rhys actually survives this one because of his poison focus. So yay!
Yay! Awesome.
Woo! And shit.
That's pretty funny.
And there was
I'm
much
not that bad of a doctor.
and there was much rejoicing.
Joe, I don't have to find another character.
As I didn't have one made.
I'm going to make one.
So what happens is if you die, you end up just coming back. Your body is taken away by the Benny Tlilax, and you become a Gola.
And I'm taking that's not a playable character.
Wait. Let's see. I don't know if Golas are, but I know that Benny Tlilax face dancers are, which is kind of cool. But I don't know if a Gola is or not. I mean, it might be kind of cool if they had Golas as.
As long as they kept their prime programming.
Yeah, but usually Golas don't. Like in the book, Duncan Idaho. I don't think he was actually. Did he keep his original?
No, he didn't keep his original, but he kept the
his
program
original died.
stuck in him.
Yeah. Right. Okay, yeah. Cool. Okay.
So Rhys is gonna. Well, obviously the needle's out, and he's gonna give his thanks to the doctor. Very close call. What? Have a closer look at that. Is that a particular type of poison?
Yeah. So, you can make another skill check if you would like to see if you're able to determine the type of poison.
You can do it. You can do it.
No complications, or you'll stab yourself with the needle. He turns around and stabs Rhys again. Like, oh look, it's right here.
So we got to figure this out. So, but we're gonna try to understand the poison, and we're gonna use truth. I decide what is true. So,
Okay. So,
and Brian, while he's doing that, I'm actually going to look under that table.
Okay.
And determine if there's any more, or if it was meant to be. It was like a mechanism. Oh, that doesn't sound right. Wow, man.
What is going on with the computer?
That's 420s tonight, right? All of us, from between the two of us, 420s.
Oh my gosh, that's horrible. Okay, so you had at least one success, so that's really good. You needed. Okay, you needed 2 successes, but did you? I think you still had you. Of course, you have your poison focus, correct? So that would bring it down to 1.
Correct.
Okay, so you had 1 success. And
nice.
Yes, you were able to determine that it was a poison. While it would incapacitate, it would eventually kill over time with successive doses. So it immediately will put someone in a state of almost kind of like a catatonic state or a coma state. but after several more applications of this poison, it would indeed kill them. And so, Rhys, while you were down there kind of looking where that you initially found the needle, you find a vial full of this clear serum.
So, have we thought about fingerprints or anything else at this point?
Well, Russ is definitely going to put on a glove. Decided before he picks it up, but he is going to he's not going to grab it by like the main body of the vial. He's going to kind of grab the top. I'm sure it's corked, right?
Yes, it is corked.
And I'm not going to slip and it's going to pour into my mouth on it. And accidentally.
I'm going to accidentally drink this later. Yeah.
That would be on brand.
No, that would be accidentally just land on it and then check.
Thank God there's no dex checks, right? Or dex saves.
Yeah, really. Because
I'll give Brian ideas. He might try to mesh the two.
Although the way we're rolling, that'd be good.
And I show it to the doctor. I guess, I don't know. I really don't have anything on me that can actually look for fingerprints.
We'll let the doctor roll.
Yeah, he already rolled. He already understood what kind of poison it was. It's something that's.
At this point, I'd say that the War Master has the best chance.
Yeah.
I haven't made any rolls yet.
You're due.
soon.
Yep. So I kind of present it to the doctor and just say, don't
stick this.
Yes,
to
you
me.
can take this, but try not to touch the sides. We'll see if we can gather some more information off of this. I'm sure you have means of carrying these kind of things.
And I gingerly wrap it in a small bandage cloth, so everything's.
It explodes and get. No, sorry.
Okay.
All right.
So now we have one vial of poison.
Dang. Or at least a comatose drug.
Yeah.
That could be useful, actually.
I'm thinking the same thing.
I have this list, you see.
The question is, Lady Chotek have a list?
I'm sure she does. Not necessarily the same list.
Just hopefully none of us are on it.
Well, I haven't had to roll anything yet, so I'm doing great comparatively.
Okay, I guess we have. We'll continue to still look around the kitchen, but if we hadn't found anything else, I guess we can go back and report back to the Lady Chotek.
Yep.
Okay.
We need to rest, and then we need to go down go check out the hole.
Yeah, how does that work? Resting.
Mine's up and
How does that work, Russ? We have quarters.
Yeah. So actually, that would open up a new scene, and you all would go to your quarters and rest.
I think the doctor says he has to figure something out. Or no, that's right. The poison doesn't kill me. It just makes me ill. Okay, yeah.
Okay, so Jolly, I have a question. Are you using your new dice that you got from Modiphius?
I have not been. I've been using the Roll20.
Oh, okay. That's true. And Roll20 does seem to want to kill everybody.
it has ulterior motives.
It really
knows
does.
the games you're playing.
I mean,
Playing
you
love
gotta look. This thing is just peppered with 20s. Yeah, jeez. I don't think I've seen so many.
It's got a bias towards fifth.
I think so. There's something up. I don't get it. It's crazy. Alrighty. So yes, you are able to rest pretty well through the night. Guards, of course, are keeping watch, as you slumber, and you are able to get a complete night's sleep. Rhys, you end up having some very, very strange dreams. Almost, they're not nightmares, but you kind of think the poison may have had some effect on you. So your dreams were very vivid, but also extremely strange. But when you wake in the morning, you cannot remember in great detail of what your dreams were about. The sleeper must awaken. Yes.
I'll make the note to talk with the doctor more about the effects of this poison. If it it's the end result, is it determined by a person's stamina, those kind of things.
Okay. All righty. So you all have determined that you want to go and check out the new cavern that had opened up.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Well,
all together now.
Okay, so really,
I have a question, and you may have already answered this.
Okay.
Did any of the miners stay, or were the 15 the only people that stayed out of all the miners and all the staff?
Okay, so the only ones who actually stayed, there was one staff member who was the cook, and then there were 14 miners.
So everybody else left.
Yes.
Well, the cook's dead, so she kind of left.
Dead. Yeah, she left too.
Ex-cook. Wait, correct question. Do we have a cook?
No.
No, hold on. Do we have a cook? Did we bring a cook?
Right now, you're still waiting for the majority of the house staff to arrive.
Okay, MREs it is.
Ham slice. Yum, 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 yum.
Beat the heck out of pork patty.
Yeah, dehydrated pork patty. Lord.
Well, only if you had a little bottle of Tabasco sauce in it.
Actually, I found with pork patty, if you ate it for breakfast and thought of it as hard sausage, it worked out pretty well.
I don't know about that.
I don't know. The term hard and sausage doesn't feel
Everybody likes them some hard sausage, baby. Damn. Alrighty, let's get back to this. Okay, so usually I have a map to show everybody and like everybody watching at home and stuff like that. But for some unknown reason, I had lost my mind somewhere over the last 2 months and did not actually create one for the for this stream. Mind you, I am going to fix that, so do not fret. I can either try to do it like right now and quickly make the map overlay for folks at home, or we can wait till next time. Of course, the people who are the players will get to see the map because they're going to need the map. But the people at home will not get to see the map. And I really wanted you guys to see the map. But I could easily quickly make it real quick, or we can wait till next time.
Just wait till next time.
Okay, cool.
Wait till next time. Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
We only have 40 minutes left.
Yeah. And I'm kind of thinking that would not be pretty bad. So what I'm thinking about doing is, if you guys would like, we can get down. I can show the players the map, and we can go into the exploration phase of the scene. What do you guys think about that?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I am totally down with that. I think that would be a lot of fun. And I'm going to do that really, really quick. And so don't worry, people watching at home. You will get a chance to definitely check out all this wonderful fun stuff next week. or whenever we play next. I don't know. Next Thursday is Princess of Selene, so don't run away.
Which may or may not be the last session.
Okay. It may or may not be the last session. Yeah, it kind of depends on what happens. So, all right.
Oh, you know it's not going to be. We're too shenanigy.
Shenanigy. Okay.
And then you have the robust people that get talking and yapping and fighting and will go off on a tangent and back to scene.
Squirrel.
I said back to scene.
Squirrel.
Be nice to me.
Okay.
You have to sleep by me. Be nice.
Hand him another beer.
Drank all that. Now he's down to
Funky beer.
Brine River.
Yep, I have a thing called oyster stout.
Don't drink nasty.
What they do is when they're brewing it, they throw oyster shells into the vat.
Okay.
Now, it gives it a very salty taste. If I was 6 or 12 beers in, I would probably drink it, but I'm not, because this is beer I will give away.
Well, I pulled it out of your refrigerator because it was taking up space.
Thank you, dear. I appreciate
So
it.
now I can buy you real beer on the way.
I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
See, I don't buy beer.
Yeah.
She buys it.
At least I know what you like.
It was on sale.
I have done that in Germany.
She did. When we were living in Germany, she'd bring home
Cases.
of odd beer.
Yep.
Odd beer.
Odd beer.
It's not like I can read the labels.
That was Germany. It's probably less likely you come off anything too weird.
Okay. So let's get back to the scene.
Yep, back to scene.
Okay. So I believe everybody should be able to see the map.
Mm-hmm.
It's a map.
And you should be able to move your characters around, hopefully. So you can just move within that square.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yay.
All right. So
I have a knife.
okay, so the way that the maps are laid out is that you have zones and that you move between zones. It's not like you have to, like with Dungeons and Dragons, where you have, okay, I can move 30 feet. No. What you do is you can use your movement, to do this. You can move 3 ways. You can move regularly, you can move boldly, or you can move, I think it's like stealthily or something like that, or something like it. It's kind of strange, but I know boldly is one, and subtly. That's it. Bold and subtly.
That's one
Move
for
subtly.
Brian,
Yes.
what is this? What is this?
What's what? Oh, that right there looks as though it is some sort of piece of, it looks like just some sort of metal pieces, some sort of maybe machinery part. Now you can already, so you can see that there is light that has already been placed in here by the forward scouts. But no actual exploration has been done of this location.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, guys.
Yeah, maybe we should have the Battle Master up front.
I will
Oh,
go
are you
first.
scared of
I'm going to
being
move
hit?
boldly into the next zone.
Okay.
And I'm going to be like, make it very obvious that I'm like coming in there. I'm also going to activate my shield belt. And I will draw my sword.
Okay. Very good. So you're going to use your move skill. Do you have a drive you want to use with that? You're moving boldly.
Where no house
my
so
move.
Chechian have gone before.
I
like
only
they
have
just
a
like
move
pick up
5, and I
as soon as
do
it's
not have
close.
a focus in that skill.
Okay.
Club.
So what drive were you planning on using?
My main drive is going to be duty.
Okay, cool.
I am the Chotek. My
Okay.
edge is sharp and my point is steady.
Cool.
My,
Okay. So your difficulty is going to be 0. So go ahead and give me a roll and see how well you do.
This is an evil question. I have not used Roll20 before. How do I roll dice? Do I just type in D20?
Look left. Look
Off to the
left on
left, there's a
the-
little bar. There's a D20 off to the left, Nick. Oh, hold on. You may have there's an arrow at the top left. It's expand it.
Yeah, I
see
found it.
All right, and then there's a D20. You click on that, and then click on the 2 that's next to the D20. Oh, there you go. Holy crap!
Wow. Okay. Wow. You did really, really good. You actually got you got 3 successes. So you're going to be able to bank 3 momentum. So you guys now are back to 3 momentum, because you had 0 before, because you all had been using it pretty good. Very nice. Very nice. That is good. Okay. Let's see. Yadek, did you? I know that you also made a move. Were you also doing boldly, or were you doing something else?
I was just walking over there looking to see if I could pick up one of them things to use as a club.
No, not particularly. But you would still have to make a move roll to make the move from your original location.
What do I need to roll?
Okay, so it's going to be your skill is move, but you have to pick the drive.
Okay. The skill is move.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's a 5. Then my drive will be duty. What must be done must be done.
Okay.
So that makes 13.
Okay, so 13 is the number to beat.
And I rolled 2d20?
Yes. Wow. Okay. So yeah. So you were able to get 2 successes. You can bank those as well, or you can use them to create an asset.
Nice.
Like you might be able to find some sort of big old metal pipe or something that you can grab a hold of.
I want a club.
Okay.
I want a club.
So you're gonna use the 2 momentum that you just created, and you're able to find, like, probably the best thing you could find is probably a good size, like, lead pipe.
That works.
Okay, very good.
Pipe applied to head works really well.
Yeah.
Lightning bolt. Oh, sorry.
All right. Anybody else would like to do
Let's run
something?
a horse.
I'm gonna follow Tweedledee and Tweedledum, but I'm gonna activate my personal shield first because I don't trust them.
Okay. You don't trust your own people?
No.
I understand that.
So that's move.
Yep.
I have to pick a drive.
Yep. Got to
can
pick
I
a drive.
Oh man, that'd be
Man.
weird. I have to move time. I don't know.
I'm sure there's probably
Maybe
better ways to streamline this. I'm just like, we're still learning.
Yeah.
Folks watching at home,
Hey,
we're just like, we don't know what we're doing.
If you were going to try to do like acrobatics, move over the stones and stuff, but okay.
Well, but you're moving into unfamiliar territory. But also, this is a great way to bank you some momentum because you might be needing it.
Okay, so I need an 11.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Cool. So you were able to get 2 successes from that 1. So we can bank it, or you can use it to create an asset. What would you like to do?
I'm going to bank it for now because I really like the idea of contacting the Benny
Gesserit?
Yeah, them too. So I can just move into this white square thing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, you just move.
So the square is the zone of activity?
Yep. That is the zone of activity. So if, like, you had an enemy enter this zone, they would move either, like, boldly or subtly into that.
Okay.
Then, yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to streamline this a little bit. So if everybody makes their initial move into that square, then that would count for movement into other squares. Okay. So Dr. Soon, if you're going to make your move this turn. And then after that, you guys can branch out. And you're muted for some unknown reason. Don't know why.
Question on the difference between boldly and subtly.
Yes. So subtly would be if you're trying to sneak up on someone. Boldly is if you're rushing in to actually like enter combat and stuff like that. Or to, quickly take ground.
What about moving with purpose?
I would moving with purpose. I don't know if that's
not running, but not walking is kind of in between with determination.
I would say then that would be kind of like normal. I don't think there is a move. Is there a moving with purpose? I don't remember seeing that in the book.
There's not.
Okay. You're just trying to screw with me. I see how it is.
I would never. I'm the good one.
Oh, really?
It's all about distraction.
Are we sure? Okay.
Okay. Here we go.
Right. So you were able to get, what was the number you wanted to beat or to meet or get lower?
Well, we're using move. Is that
Yeah.
correct? And with duty,
Yep.
so that would have been 11.
Okay, so you got one success, which is great. So you can bank it. So that brings you guys, I think, up to 6, and I think you can only have 6, if I remember right. I think that's the number. So there you go. And then of course we have Rhys. Rhys?
Yeah, I got a question. What kind of light source are these?
Okay, so these are those globes. They're just kind of floating there. They have suspensor fields. So
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. I'm going to walk subtly because that's what I do. But can I actually like cover this with something and grab it and take it with me?
No, they actually kind of float around. They're like near closer to the ceiling of this place.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. I can't take it then. Okay.
No, you can't just reach over and grab it. Yeah. I mean, it would probably be because of the suspensor field on the bottom of it. It would be very difficult to grab.
Okay.
Those
Gotcha.
suspensor fields make things slippery kind of.
All right. So I'm going to walk subtly and kind of stealthily. I'm going to come around the corner here and kind of look down this way and over that way. But
okay,
that's what I'm doing. Do I need to make a roll?
Yes.
All right. Hold on for a minute. So of course, movement. I have stealth.
Okay. Awesome.
A drive. Ooh. Truth, power, justice, faith. Oh man. I don't know. I don't know what to use, to be honest.
What's the highest number?
Well, but it's true. Yeah, information is the only weapon that never dulls. But I don't know. Does that really fit for it?
Well, but you got to kind of think about it. You're exploring something
to determine determine.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we'll use truth. So
because I have faith that something is useful down here.
So okay, truth and movement. So that's going to be a 14.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so yeah, you had to get under a 14.
Yep.
And so so you ended up getting 2 successes. That's awesome. Unfortunately, you can't bank anymore, but that's okay.
Fine. Yep. Okay.
All right. So as you were kind of looking around here, are you guys doing any investigation, like sort of poking around stuff?
Are those? Excuse me. Are those bones on the ground
Where are you looking at?
around the fire?
Those are rocks.
Is there
No,
rocks?
right here.
Oh no, there is a
Right
bone.
here?
Let's
There. Here.
let's zoom in.
There are bones.
Yep, there are
Yeah.
bones. Yeah, there are
Yes.
bones indeed.
What
That is
kind of? Are they human?
They do look to be human, yes, but they look extremely old. And you can tell that laying around them are the tatters of the spacesuits that you all are wearing at this time.
I utilize a skill to observe and see if I can ascertain what they were killed from, kind of almost like a forensic study.
Okay. So that would be understand is your skills.
So I do have discipline, which has an attention,
discipline.
Attention to detail focus on it.
That works. That works fine.
Discipline along with truth.
Okay.
Would be my deal. So what I'm going at is 18. Nope, 16. There we go.
Okay. So yeah, what you need. This is going to be a difficulty of 2, but you have a focus for this.
Yeah, focus is attention to detail.
Okay, so that will bring it to 1. So what was the number you needed to beat? Or match or get lower?
16.
Okay, so you were able to get 1 success, and that's all you needed was 1. Okay, so as you are looking at the bones of this one particular individual, you see the telltale signs of it looks as though some sort of sharp weapon had been used. As you can see that there are gouges in the bones of some of the larger bones. You can see where that obviously they had been hit with some sort of long blade.
Wow, that's great. So what are these round structures?
Those round structures look to be ancient tents that have collapsed and have rotted. So really you only have like very little bit of the cloth left.
You said the bones, the clothing on the skeletons were spacesuits of the same design as ours?
But, well, they are spacesuits. They're not the same design. They, from what is left of them, let's see if you. This I think would also be a skill check to see if you're able to determine more information. So let's see. That's either going to be a understand or maybe even a discipline, depending on what you have. You're muted.
Thanks. Sorry about that. Sorry,
That's okay.
I have discipline with a focus and precision. I don't really know if that would help me determine the type or age of these suits, though.
Right.
I would like to maybe potentially check around the area and see if I can find any signs of like a major fight or anything like that. I do have a focus in battle with tactics, and that might help me determine if there were anything that, like, you know, soldier movements on the floor or something like
that. Usually, you know what? I mean, that does make sense. And it would make sense for you to be able to use that. Because, I mean, it also says that, you know, physical combat and strategy. But this is really kind of looking at more of a historical thing. I don't know if battle would really apply.
Would we be also looking for like any sort of crest or anything on the suits?
You could be, yeah. I mean, you could look for something like that. That would also probably fall under maybe an understand as you're looking for knowledge.
Since I'm not really the big thinking type, I'm gonna form a secure perimeter in this zone.
Okay.
I kind of want to move. Well, I'm gonna just move my guy, move kind of like out here away from the main group.
Okay.
And I want to kind of like assess the area and see if like could we be under threat if we stay in this area for too long? Is there too many openings? That kind of deal.
From what you're able to see from your location, it looks as though there are multiple angles to get to this location. There is the to the southeast and the southwest looks to be open. So if there was going to be some sort of attack, it would either come from both of those two areas. If you're focusing primarily on this one sector. So are you going to pretty much just kind of stand guard, kind of?
I'll stand guard for now. I was going to see, is the main group okay with me scouting ahead into the next zone?
Why not?
Lady Chotek.
Which way are we gonna go?
We're gonna let the war man
The
out of
eastern zone.
This way?
this way.
Yeah. Okay. What is that?
I would like to move into this next zone.
Okay. All right. So when you move into this next zone, you realize that there is a lot more mechanical equipment here. And as you get closer and closer still, you see that it looks as though there is some sort of containment, like a large drum that you can actually see. And I will see if I can move this around real quick. Okay, so yeah. You can see that there is this kind of a large piece of machinery here. You see a containment drum of some size, almost the size and height of a human. And then in the next zone, you can see that there is another piece of equipment that is also kind of strange looking. But one thing that also kind of brings to your attention is this piece of machinery here. Of course, you would probably, of course, you would have to get closer to see if there's anything that you would be able to pick up on its intended purpose. You can see that.
Into this.
Yep, there is a thick layer of dust on everything.
So at least it's pretty old. It's not like brand new.
No, it is very old.
All right.
Okay. If you want to try to, to get in there and kind of try to figure out, you could of course do a skill check, but if not, then you can always wait for others. I mean, primarily because you said you were scouting ahead.
Yeah, I'm mainly just like, I will wait for others because my guy is too stupid.
Stupid.
All right, so we have to do the whole stealth thing again when we go into a zone? Okay.
No, we're going to forego that. That's one thing that I don't really. I think if we were in the middle of like a combat situation, I think that would probably be more fitting. Is the movement stuff.
The book says movement is a character's mobility to maneuver around an environment quickly or carefully.
Yes.
And to overcome physical obstacles. So unless we're planning on jump skipping and running around, I
think if you're just casually walking through, I don't think it's really an issue.
I mean, I trip over my feet all the time, but oh well.
That's all right. I've tripped up stairs. I've tripped up a flight of stairs, which was, and I did it in front of kids. at a school, which made it even worse because they thought
they laugh at me all the time. They're like,
Well-
"How many times did you trip over your feet today, Miss Holmes?" I'm like, "I don't know, I've lost count."
So your kids are cruel. My kids were like, they thought something bad had happened, and they went and got like everybody on the other floor above me. I was like, they were worried. I was like, guys, no, I'm okay. I'm just very
Yeah, they don't
clumsy.
know I'm scared. They just
You
want
got
to-
laughed at? Dang, that's harsh.
Well, to be fair, I laugh at myself a lot. So they don't have any problems pointing out my insecurities for me. Which is
Pretty
a good
much.
thing in a way. I mean, if I can handle it, then they can handle it.
Yeah,
What is
Did we
the thing
discover
that
what
I-
was in the container?
Okay, so if you would like to determine what is in the container,
Yes.
you can move the thick layer of dust off of the top of it. And once you do so, you realize what is written on top is there. It is Gallic, which is the language of the Imperium, but it seems to be like there's something just really strange about it. It seems to be in a more archaic Gallic language. I mean, you recognize words.
Oh, hold on.
Yes.
I could say if we recognize words, can we kind of put it together?
Yeah, you should be able to put it together. But after a while, so what you're able to figure out, and let's actually test some intelligence people here. So, whoever's going to try to ascertain what this is really all about, give me an understand skill and give me a drive. Whoever would like to give it a try.
I got truth as information is the only weapon that it never dulls. So that's an 8. Anybody got anything higher? I can understand about 8.
So
Someone can
my
assist.
truth said 8 as well.
Mhm.
I've got an understand of 6.
I have an understand of 7, but can we do another assist, Brian?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. I mean, I'm not the one that you should get on rolling here. Well, my last one was actually pretty decent. So
Okay, so your difficulty for this is going to be a 1.
all right, so together I got an 8 to 7, so that's a 15. Wow, awesome.
2 successes.
15, but
Wow.
minus 1. So you need a 14. But you did good.
Yeah,
Yep.
you did. Yeah, you did really good. So
I got all those 20s out of the way.
yeah, you did. So yeah. So
For the rest of the year.
so as Rhys is looking at this container, you realize as you're putting the words together and everything that this is a very specialized piece of mechanical probably a better word for this. Or it's a large industrial machine that had a very specific purpose. And you believe that what you're looking at is Cymec technology. This is like prior to the Butlerian Jihad. You don't believe it is a thinking machine, but you think it has something to do with terraforming. But the thing that seems to be extremely interesting to you is that this container has a locking mechanism on the top, and on the top of it, it looks as though it requires a special type of fuel. It requires atomic fuel to get it to actually start to work.
But I thought this was like a container. So this is a piece of machinery.
All of this stuff that you see here is
Gotcha,
all
okay.
a part of the same machine, but it goes down into the actual crust of the moon. these are all separate working parts of one gigantic machine that has obviously been here for hundreds and hundreds, maybe even thousands of years. Because, like I said, it is Cymec technology. It is something that probably, from what you can gather, this is stuff that a house or houses of the Landsrad would give their right arm for, or even a leg for. This right here is important.
I think that the first thing we should do is secure this entire cavern. Can I, using my magical powers of assets, summon 2 of my squad members and place them as kind of just like sentinels around this machine so that no unwanted people mess with it?
Okay, but so what's going to happen is after this scene, though, they are going to disappear. Yeah, because that is scene specific.
That's why we use the radio to call the OIC to send a squad down here.
But do we have a squad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got 3 squads.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And so as you all are sitting here looking and marveling at this piece of technology, you feel a vibration coming through the cavern.
That's not great.
Yay!
Almost kind of like a quake, but it does not seem to have the same force as something that would be a widespread effect. And as that occurs, you can see that down in this section, if you can see where I'm pinging, you hear rocks falling, and dust is being kicked up from this area, but you of course cannot see around this rocky outcropping here. And so with that, I believe that this is a good enough place to stop for the evening.
Nice. So we didn't determine what was in the barrel, this container, right?
What you were determined that was in the barrel was going to be the thing, the power supply for this machinery, which would need an atomic fuel cell.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, what did you guys think?
I liked it. Yeah, it's definitely different than D&D, right? Because we've been taught that high rolls is where you want to go, and now it's now we got to shoot for low rolls. So it's definitely different and a lot more narrative.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there is a lot. Yeah, there is a lot more narrative, a lot more story. It's but of course, again, once we get a chance to play this again, you'll actually get into the combat phase of it and get to see how combat works. So that should be pretty fun too. So
explosives.
I need more explosives. All right, but no, I'm hoping everybody had a good time. Like I said, I know that this is brand new to us. We're really trying to learn on the fly. But no, but yeah, definitely, guys, chime in later in Discord, for me, or send me a message, what you thought, if it's something that you want to continue the story, or if you don't want to ever see this shit again, just like, oh God, I just want to blow my brains out, to play Dune Adventures in the Imperium. I had a good time. I don't know about you guys.
Yep.
But I think this is definitely something that we could have a lot of fun with. And I have so much more to this adventure. I've written up a ton of really cool stuff, and I have great ideas. And the whole fun thing is when you guys create assets that you can use, it just adds to the story. Like, I can't wait for Layla to use some momentum to create an asset to reach out to a Bene Gesserit teacher of hers to to glean information or maybe tap into the other memory or one of those sort of things. That's going to be a lot of fun.
Because I would say she didn't go past the initiate stage.
Yeah, you didn't become a sister. If you had become a Bene Gesserit sister, you would have been also probably been able to use the voice. And but I believe you still have the ability to use the Prana Bindu conditioning.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, yeah, you can use Prana Bindu, which is great. But yeah, you just did not master the voice, which is usually the mark of a Bene Gesserit sister. So, all right. So folks watching at home, thank you all very much for spending the time with us this evening. I know it was a long, kind of crazy trip. Players, thank you guys very much for coming out and giving this a try. Big thanks, Nick, for coming out. Jolly, Russ, Pav, Malinda, we couldn't do this without you. Thanks for stepping up. I know that at first it was kind of like, do I really want to do this? But now it's like, now you're in it. Now you're trapped. You gotta continue on. You can't run off.
It was a good time. I enjoyed it. It's definitely, to be honest, I did have some little reservations because it's just, I think it's the core book that it was just kept throwing me kind of for a loop, especially during the character creation. So
yeah,
but yeah, this is fun. I think we'll enjoy this. At least I will. I know I will. So
okay, good.
Actually, it doesn't specify on my voice. It just says members of the Bene Gesserit can use it.
Yes.
But all the ones below that one, it specifically says that it has to be a sister or a reverend mother.
Yeah.
But these two.
Yeah.
The voice and Prana Bindu don't seem to be restricted to sisters.
Right.
Okay. Well, okay. So the way I'm kind of running
I don't have it down as a thing that I have.
Yeah, you did. It wasn't something that you took, but I think you did. But I think you did get the Prana Bindu because you did. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You just didn't go that far in the teachings to use the voice, which is fine. But yeah. Okay. So folks watching at home, thank you all very much for spending the time with us this evening. Check us out on our YouTube channel. Just type in The Mystic Syndicate. If you end up finding that you are watching a video from the alternative band or whatever type of band it is from North Carolina, then you know it's not us. So if you see that we're playing Dungeons and Dragons or Dune Adventures in the Imperium, then you know you've reached the right YouTube channel. You can also check us out on our podcast, which is The Mystic Syndicate. You can find us on iTunes and Spotify. Just type in The Mystic Syndicate. You'll find us, and you can listen to our shows there. I believe this show will also be on the podcast. I don't know when it's going to air, but it will probably be on the air. Next Thursday, we are playing Princess of Selene. It may be the last episode. It may not be the last episode. It really it may or may not. But yeah.
Figure out a way to go with my story, because it depends on how certain things are used, where the story goes one way or the other. But let's
finish this, then we'll talk about that.
Yeah. So if you liked what you saw, you had a good time, make sure to give us a thumbs up or a like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We'd love to see new subscribers hanging out with us. Thanks guys in chat. We had a lot of people in chat this evening. Incredible. Love the chat. Who
we lose?
Oh, did we lose somebody? Somebody took off. That's fine. Alrighty, so let's get out of here. Y'all have a good evening, and we will catch you next Thursday.
And Brian, thank you for running this game and guiding us through this gameplay. Thank you.
Thank you so much, man. This is awesome.
No problem.
The Mystic Syndicate is a creation of producer and host Brian Anderson. Dune, Adventures in
That's
the
a good thing my
Imperium is a
freaking
Modiphius
browser
entertainment
quit.
product. The Moon Secret is a custom content adventure created by Brian Anderson. All questions
that was
or
really good.
comments can
Thanks,
be directed
thanks
to
for
our
running the
email
game and
at
stuff like that.
TMSYND
First time I've ever played something like it.
I can't wait to get to some
gmail.com.
combat. It's like my whole character's based on combat, and like the entire time I'm just sitting there being like, these smart people are